All right, welcome everyone to another episode of Open Book Broadcast. I am a few minutes late. I was so busy doing what I was doing, I was not paying attention to the clock. So I am here by myself today, your host, Allie, with the right place, right time, my virtual boutique of ghostwriting and book coaching services for badass and brilliant people who are ready to brave the blank path to the page and tell their stories of hope, grit, and triumph, or the occasional business book. So Open Book Broadcast is a way for me to converse with all of you or with other experts in the field, all about writing and publishing, and be an entirely transparent open book about it. So what are we talking about today? Today, we are talking about whether or not you are giving your book lip service. Okay, so are you someone who is constantly saying you are going to write a book but aren't doing anything about it? Now, this happens to the best of us. All right. We all do this at one point when we first come up with the idea of writing a book. All right. I did it. I had the idea of writing a book. And I can't tell you how many years I had the idea of writing a book. And there was always reasons and excuses why I wasn't actually putting time and energy into doing it. And then when it came to coming up with the idea of Dear Universe, I Get It Now, which is my book that I published in 2020, a 35-year dream in the making. It was like a new set of reasons and excuses as to why I wasn't writing the book. It had nothing to do with motivation or desire. I had the plan of wanting to do this. I had the goal in mind. I super wanted the book. I had been dreaming about being an author for 35 years at that point. It really didn't come down to need or want or desire. It was none of those things. Okay. I really feel like when we're giving our ideas lip service, it has more to do with a disconnect between commitment and creating a plan and having accountability and knowing what the right aligned action is to actually get something done. Lots of things we think about we want, and like losing weight or maybe drinking less coffee. I'm thinking of things that we might say at the beginning of the year, right? When we set our New Year's resolutions, the things that we said that we want, and we might really want them, but then we don't stick to the plan for very long. And we might not stick to that plan because we're not really clear on what our purpose or our why is. We might not stick to that plan because we haven't established accountability. We might not stick to that plan because we don't know what to do for action that actually is realistic and works for us. So I don't think that the lip service issue is really about desire or motivation. I think it's about these other things. So if you are someone who has been thinking about writing a book, but you are maybe overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that you could be writing that you don't know how to filter it down, or you're scared about what it might drudge up if you go for it, especially those of you who are writing personal narrative or memoir or using personal story as a part of your book. If you're somebody who's convinced that nobody's going to give a crap what you have to say, or will discredit you or not think it's relevant, if you're somebody worried about who you'll piss off, if they're still alive and you're going to write about them, and you're worried that you might be sued, and if you're somebody who is more focused on the fact that you've never written a book before, so therefore you think it's impossible, then I got you. I got your back. I understand where you are. And I have some different ways of looking at these things, these challenges that are preventing you from putting your money where your mouth is and actually working on your book. But I'm not going to go into them right here and right now. This is a short and sweet open book broadcast today. What I want you to do is I want you to think about whether or not this is you. Are you overwhelmed? Are you scared? Are you convinced nobody will care? Are you worried that you're going to piss somebody off or be sued? Are you focused on the fact that you've never written a book before? If any of those things stand out to you, okay, then I really want you to do two things. One, I want you to come over to the rightplacerightTime.com and I want you to sign up for my emails. All right. Every single week of the month, except for the 5th week. I always take a break in the 5th week, and you get a break from getting another email in your inbox. But every week of the month, I send an email out, and this has a variety of content that we cover, but a lot of it having to do with how to get you moving on writing your book. It could be tips, it could be craft and skill development, it could be publishing industry insights, it could be other things. But you'll also find out in those emails when I am going to be hosting something special that's free and available to you to help you with these things. Okay, so the right place, righttime.com. You'll notice that there's 2 T's in there, but then also the first right is WRITE and the second one is RIGHT. Okay, the right place, righttime.com. I'm putting it in the comments, but I'm not sure that it's going to land in LinkedIn here for you. So come to the right place, righttime.com and sign up for the emails. Okay. And when you sign up for the emails, you're going to end up finding out about an upcoming workshop that I'm hosting later in September. All right. Put your memoir where your mouth is. 5 lip-smackingly good insights to get you writing the book about your life and stop giving it lip service. All right. And we're going to tackle the overwhelm, the fear, the idea that nobody cares, the worry about people being alive and pissing them off, the not knowing how to write a book, and so you just don't do anything. All right. And I want to see your butts in those chairs. And I want you to finally learn how to stop giving your book lip service and put your money where your mouth is. Except this workshop's free, so you don't even have to pay anything. Right. Awesome. So right place, righttime.com. Sign up for the emails. Keep your eyes peeled on that upcoming workshop. And in the meantime, if you want a good read, go check out my book, Dear Universe, I Get It Now, Letters on the Art and Journey of Being Brave and Being Me. That's at ayberthium.com/Dear Universe. Also in the comments for those of you who can see them. Otherwise, you can search for Dear Universe, I Get It Now, with my last name, BERTHIAUNE. You can find it on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, bookshop.org, Phoenix Books, which is a local indie store here in Vermont, and a number of other places. Just do a Google search, Dear Universe, I Get It Now. All right, folks, I am going to be live next week on September 13th with a guest. I'm looking forward to it, and you should be too. So head on over again to the rightplace, get your name on the email list, and keep your eyes peeled for the upcoming free workshop. We do not want you sitting on these book ideas anymore. Let's get together and get it together and get over your overwhelm, get over your fear, get over these limiting beliefs, and get over the fact that you've never written a book before. It is still possible, and I can help you. Ciao for now.